Hey everybody, I'm back and I'm here to talk about episode 19, season 15 of Supernatural. So, if you do not want spoilers for season 15, episode 19 of Supernatural, do not watch any further because it's full spoilers ahead. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Keitra. I just watched Supernatural for the first time ever over the last 5 months, and about a week ago I finished the series finale. Got a lot of requests from people asking for my thoughts and feelings on the final 3 episodes because they're so controversial, so I decided to make a video on each. This is the one for episode 19. And as I mentioned in my previous video on episode 18, I'm not going to cover every plot point in the episode because if you're watching this, you've seen it. I'm just going to talk about the things that landed the most for me emotionally, the things that impacted me, and just generalized thoughts and feelings. So here we go. Starting off with the COVID empty streets in this episode. Obviously the plot is that, Chuck has disappeared everybody from Earth, so there's not a soul around. But we all know that those are shots of the COVID era empty streets, like of Times Square and all these other places around the world where there wasn't a soul around because of lockdown. And seeing that, not knowing that that was going to be a plot point in Supernatural was so abruptly triggering. I try not to think about that time as much as possible, and being confronted with it again was not something I wanted, to be honest. I was like, okay, let's move past that as fast as we possibly can, because I don't want to see this, I don't want to think about it. Enough is happening in this fictional world. I don't need to be thinking about the real world, But, I'm sure I wasn't the only one. I cannot even fathom watching that in November of 2020. You all are stronger than me. That's all I have to say. I have my notes over here if you see me looking. Second thing I want to talk about is Miracle the dog. You know what I'm about to say. Because they really brought in that dog, the cutest thing I've ever seen, made Dean be soft towards this dog. Give us hope, only to take it away, which should be just like the summary of Supernatural, giving Dean Winchester trauma and us hope and then taking it away. Because what was that? What was that? I was like, oh, look at him. He's being so sweet to the dog, and the dog is going in the Impala, and it's so cute, and at least they have a little companion. I should have known. The second they dusted that dog, I paused the show and went, federal prison for whoever wrote that. Federal prison. Because we don't need to do that. We actually didn't need to do that. But they did, so here we are. They did rectify that later. We'll get to it. It's the only thing saving them from me, because it's on site. It is on site for Miracle the dog, okay? So actually, I really liked the Michael Lucifer stuff. I did not like Lucifer pretending to be Cass to get into the bunker. I knew immediately it wasn't Cass, but Dean sure didn't, the way he bounded up those stairs like he was 4 and it was Christmas morning. Can we stop traumatizing Dean Winchester? I swear to God. Anyways, the only thing that saved that moment from being just brutally sad was Lucifer, as soon as the door being opened, Lucifer going, "What's up?" That was really funny to me. Maybe it wasn't funny to other people, but I think Lucifer's funny, and I can't help but laugh. I have been saying "What's up" to everybody as I enter a room the last week. It is what it is. Yeah, I like the whole Michael Lucifer stuff, seeing the actor who plays Adam back, that was great. The double crossing, the second Lucifer death, I thought that was all very exciting and well done. Next thing to talk about is Chuck's ending. I was on the edge of my seat when they were fighting Chuck, and it was blow after blow, and they're both bloody, and they're fighting back, and Chuck is just telling them to stop, but they won't, and I'm like, what's happening? Only to find out that the whole time they were in on it, and Jack was absorbing his energy, and completely overpowered Chuck, and made him human. I thought that was awesome. I was like, what a freaking ending for Chuck. He doesn't get killed off. He doesn't get trapped somewhere. He just gets left in the dust as a human for him to just fend for himself and think about what he's done, and completely alone. I thought that was an incredible ending, honestly. They just driving off and leaving him there. I was like, yeah, it's what he deserves. It is what he deserves. Rob Benedict is an amazing actor because I really do be hating Chuck by the end of this. I was like, it needs to end as soon as possible. And I love Rob, but whoa, did I hate him by the end of this. Good actor. Yeah, that was a cool ending. There were parts of it that I was unsure about right after. I was like, I don't know, like some of this God plot stuff I feel like got a little bit out of control towards the end. But as I've sat on it the last week, honestly, I kind of dig it. I wish Jack would have had a more of a regular life. I mean, the dude's 3 and now he's God. Okay. But like his whole final sort of speech to Sam and Dean before he disappeared was very moving. I was kind of low key a little misty eyed over it. Him talking about like how he's present in everything and he'll always be with them and blah blah blah. And I was like, okay, yeah, I guess if Jack has to end this way, it's better than him being dead. It's better than Chuck being in charge. So I guess I'll take it. Beggars can't be choosers at this point in Supernatural, for real. Like for real, we cannot be begging, and we cannot be choosing. You know. Lastly, the Breaking Dawn Part 2 freaking montage at the end. You know I'm right. I loved it though. I'm a sucker for that shit. I am a sucker for that shit. Nostalgia like stuff, immediate tears from me. Some of the editing was interesting. I was like, we're choosing characters. It's interesting. There's like 2 clips of Cass and like all these other clips of all these other characters, which I love. Like, let's spread the love. Let's do it. But also, I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that montage because I was like, all right, I'm on board. I would have done it a little differently, but like, I'm on board. We really could have ended the episode there. We really could have ended the series there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we did not need episode 20. And I was told that ahead of time. And I really do understand now what you all were talking about. Because, we really didn't need it. We really didn't. But we're going to talk about it. We are. So, stay tuned for that.